300 student visas have been revoked. And with them, the lives of 300 students who spent a lot of money to move from their countries to study in the United States have been damaged. So why did this happen? How did this happen? Well, the government is giving no explanation. They're just saying that the visas have been revoked. We assume that the government has reviewed the social media of these people or their prior history and has found that this is that they have done something that it's against the government's interests. And so what could that be? Well, many things. I've been saying for the past 2 weeks that immigrants in this moment, in this day and age, cannot post absolutely anything that has to do with political opinion. It doesn't matter if it's US politics or international politics. They could not post anything that has to do with firearms, violence of any kind, drugs, including marijuana, because all of these is against what the government thinks is it's possible. So if a person is outside the United States and the government revokes a visa, a tourist visa, a student visa, a work visa, nothing happens. The person is just out of luck, and they could ask the embassy or the consulate for review, but they don't have any recourse because immigration is a privilege. But the thing is completely different when the person is inside the United States, because the moment a person is inside the United States, then constitutional rights apply. And so these people have been notified, and the government has notified the universities that the visas have been revoked. So what happens with them? Do they have to leave immediately? And what happens with all the money that they paid and the education that they were getting? What happens with the years that they invested? Well, it's not that easy when a person is inside the United States. Some of the people who have received the notifications that their visas have been revoked have still the right to see an immigration judge and go through deportation proceedings. And during those deportation proceedings, they cannot ask for a tourist visa or a student visa, but they may be able to ask for asylum or for a green card if they're married to a U.S. citizen, or if they have a U.S. citizen child that is more than 21 years of age, or TPS. I mean, there are other options. Some of the students who have had their visas revoked, if they are less than 2 years inside the United States, then they don't have any opportunity to see an immigration judge. Their only option is going to be to request habeas corpus in federal court. But is that something good? Well, some of these students, all they want is their education, their diploma. And in order to continue getting this diploma, they're going to have to leave the country immediately so that they can continue their studies online virtually, and they can still get their degrees. Some of them will probably fight to stay in the United States, but there are very limited means for someone who has a student visa. So this is very sad news, but allows me to tell the whole immigrant community that the government is reviewing social media, is reviewing any information of the immigrant that is public. So any criminal records, any traffic records. Apparently there is a student whose visa has been revoked for a traffic violation. We don't know if that's true or not. We have no way of reviewing that, but there shouldn't, that a traffic violation shouldn't be a reason to cancel a student visa. So please, 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 this is a kind warning. Do not post anything in social media that it's related to violence, drugs, firearms, or any political opinion. And when I mean do not post anything, I am talking about music that has to do with, narco corridos, or music, protest music that has to do with political protests from your country. Nothing. And if you have done it, please remove it. Please remove it, because you probably inadvertently reshare something that somebody sent you. Review your social media and clean all of that, because the government may be able to use it against you. So beware and protect yourself.